Hello everyone, Logan from Curated Avalon, and today I have two books that I've recently added to my Tennyson collection. Eventually I will be going over my entire collection, but I thought what better place to start than with books that haven't even hit my shelf yet. I found both of these at my local library, and I honestly haven't even looked through them thoroughly yet. I just got them home. So these were mass-produced copies. I'm assuming both are early 1900s. I didn't check the dates on both of them. So I'm going to start with the little navy blue one. It is an Academy Classics. And we do have a name on the inside. I can't quite make it out. Maybe Edward Johansson, perhaps? We have a younger portrait of Alfred Tennyson. And this will be the Idylls of the King, which I think I have more copies of than anything else. They were mass-produced, widely published through between late 1800s and early 1900s, so they're quite easy to find. Copyright on this is 1923, and it was published in Massachusetts. So the Idylls of the King, we have the coming of Arthur, Gareth and Lynette, Lancelot and Elaine, the Holy Grail, and the passing of Arthur. List of illustrations. Tennyson in his prime, which was 18. That's kind of interesting. I'm not sure I would have thought of Tennyson in his prime at 18, although I believe he wrote Lady of Shalott in his early 20s, so perhaps he was. King Arthur. Arthur discovers the skeletons of the two brothers. Lancelot bids farewell to Elaine. Tor and Lavaine bid farewell to the body of Elaine. Sir Galahad, Percival's sister, vision of the Grail, the passing of Galahad, and the return from the quest. We do have an introduction. I love reading introductions in old books. There are a lot of insight, typically. Far more than we're going to get from any modern setting. Idylls of the King. A little bit of backstory. And the Lady of Shalott is mentioned. Oh, here's Tennyson in his prime. I think that's far more appropriate. I was thinking they meant this one. And if you heard a crash, that was my kitten. I'm just going to go through. It's a very clean copy. A few smudges there. Ooh, King Arthur. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. That's interesting. A little bit different. Arthur discovers the skeletons of the two brothers. So I've been going through the Idylls lately over the past few years. Sometimes I'll spend an entire year on one of them. I've spent several years on one before. Lancelot and Elaine I spent a couple of years on. And it's not to say that I study it every day, but that's the poem I focus on for that year. Lancelot bids farewell to Elaine. A couple more little smudges. Otherwise, it's quite clean. which is nice. We have writing in the back. Can't skip to the end quite yet. Percival's sister, Sir Galahad. And in Tennyson's poetry, he got so many women in trouble. Ugh. Women just dying at the sight of him. Vision of the Grail. Return from the Quest. Oh, we have notes. Notes from the Coming of Arthur. So this is just going through some different footnotes, essentially. Those would be very helpful as well. And the writing in the back. Geoffrey of Monmouth. Brute. Sir Thomas Mallory's Morte d'Arthur. And the numbers. 1150 and 1200. Interesting. So that's that copy. And then we have Maynard's English Classic Series with explanatory notes. Idylls of the King. Ooh, we have fancy writing. Gertrude E. Becker. Do you want to go with? Oh, there's a little bit of writing here too. And we have Tennyson. The Coming of Arthur, Gareth and Lynette, Guinevere, Lancelot and Elaine, the Holy Grail, and the Passing of Arthur. This is going to be 1908. Short biography, bibliography, and the Idylls of the Kings. We have notes. Critical opinions. It seems to me that the only just estimate of Tennyson's position is that which declares him to be, by eminence, the representative poet of the recent era, not like one or another of his compeers, representative of the melody, wisdom, passion, and other partial phase of the era, but of the time itself, with its diverse elements in harmonious conjunction. Suggestive questions for Gareth and Lynette. Coming of Arthur. A little bit of writing. The paper is far more brittle in this book. Very nice little copy. It was actually a copy of Idylls of the King that got me interested in Tennyson, very seriously interested in Tennyson anyway. It was a long time ago. And I'd read The Lady of Shalott, and that was it. And I picked up at random a little copy similar to this of The Idylls of the King, and started reading it. And I believe The Lady of Shalott was in that copy. It just the rest is history there. I still collect these books and honestly hoard them. And I got asked once as to why. Why do you have so many different copies? And that's because in the different decades, they would change words. So I have as many decades as possible so that I can go through if I am studying a particular one and see all of the different changes in the words or sometimes titles. So like what we know as The Two Voices was originally titled Thoughts of a Suicide. Little tidbits like that. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear about your recent book purchases. Let me know in the comment section below.